Okay. All right. All right. Welcome, sir. Hope I'm coming out loud.
Good evening, Mr. Chima. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can hear you. Hope I'm coming out loud.
All right.
Am I coming out loud?
I can hear you.
All right. All right. Good evening, viewers. Welcome. Please share this. We are live in today's section. Like we told us that we'll be giving us back to back tips and things you should know concerning real estate as professional consultant. That's why we're here. And today being the 29th day, well, sorry we couldn't hold this section last week. Okay, today we are here to give you the 5 reasons why you should own a piece of land. I'm here with my friend again, Mr. Monday, the CEO of Caliber Street, Abuja. He'll be doing justice to this topic. So just relax, go nowhere. We're here for you. All right, Mr. Monday, can you over?
All right. Good evening, our dear viewers and the listeners. I am super excited to be connected to you on this platform and to discuss with you this evening 5 fundamental reasons why you need to own a piece of land. You will all agree with me that at a time when several investments keep crashing, one way to safeguard your money is to buy a land. So, land, as we all know too, is one of the assets that never depreciates in value. What do I mean by that? If you buy land today and you want to resell it back tomorrow, the value of it tomorrow. Hello, can you hear me?
Share. Yes, I can hear you. I want to share this link to someone, so my video might go off, but continue. I'm here with you.
All right. So, sorry for the little interruption, please. So, like I was saying earlier, land is one of the assets that never depreciates in value. And what do I mean by that? It means that if you buy a piece of land today and you want to resell it tomorrow, the value at which you bought it yesterday, you are going to sell it at a higher value above what you bought it at the cost price. Unlike any other asset like vehicle, machineries, once you buy them today, you will charge the value of wear and tear on them. And that value of wear and tear is what we call depreciation. So depreciation is always happening to all other assets except land. And for that reason, land is one of the assets or one of the thing or investment opportunity that when you go into it, you will never regret it, because you must always have an opportunity to sell it at an amount that is above what you acquire it. So, without wasting much of our time, I want to identify or discuss extensively on 5 fundamental reasons why you need to own a piece of land. Yes, I just want to run through the points before I will now explain them in details. And what are these 5 points? The number 1 point is that land gives you high return on investment, which is known as ROI. Then, the second reason why you need to own a piece of land is because it is a source of passive income. Then the number third reason why you need to own a piece of land is that it helps to diversify your net worth. I'm going to explain that in the course of our discussion. Then another reason is that it has low maintenance cost. That is the number fourth reason why you need to own a piece of land. Then the last but not the least is that land helps us to have self-sufficiency. It can be used for agricultural purpose, which can now help you to be self-sufficient. So I'm going to take all these points one by one and explain to you what I mean by each and every one of them. So let me go back to the first point, which is high returns on investment. Yes, high returns on investment is a term that is used in an accounting parlance. That is the gain, the profit that you derive from your investment. So as a businessman, it is expected that you gain returns on whatever investment that you have made, whatever means the investment decision that you have made. So unlike every other investment opportunities or investment decision that you could think of, when you go into land investment, the possibility of getting high returns on it over a short period of time is very high. I could remember I was having a conversation with a fellow rector who said that he bought a piece of land for as low as 2 million naira about 5 years ago. And guess what? Presently, they are pricing that piece of land for over 7 to 8 million naira. That is within just a period of 2 years here in Abuja. Let's come to talk of, think of it. Is there any commercial bank in Nigeria that could give you an interest as much as 4 to 5 million naira over a period of 2 years, even if it is fixed deposit? There is no way you can earn up to 4 to 5 naira over a period on an investment or a cash deposit of 2.5 million or 2 million naira. It is only guarantees you that. This is what I mean by high returns on investment. So when you invest in landed property, you are very sure that you are going to have a high return within a short period of time. Unlike other investment opportunities, like maybe you want to go into stocks or bonds. Yes, because of market fluctuations and the level of inflation in the country and other economic factors, there's possibility that the market, the capital market may fluctuate and the prices will go down, and the return, even if they did not go down, the returns on treasury bills and bonds and other stocks cannot be as high as what returns on landed property could give you. So that is one of the reasons why investment in real estate or owning a piece of land is one of the best investment decisions that you could think of as an individual. Then we are now talking about the second point, which is the source of passive income. Hello?
Before you move on, can I add something to that, Mr. Monday? Yes, can I add something to that?
All right.
Okay, finding the first point, high return on investment. Did you know that somebody got some piece of land for us to market somewhere in Abia State, along Umode? There's one area called Umode precisely. The man was telling us that he bought some acres there for 500,000 naira back then, like years back. But currently, he had 8 plots remaining, and he just wants to sell 3 plots to fly one of his child abroad and do some other things. One of the plots worth over 10 million naira now. So just 3 plots that he's selling off is giving him 30 million naira, and he still have 5 plots left. That is what we are talking about in terms of high return on investment. So did you see how this can save your money and still give you a high return? That is what we're talking about here. Okay, I just want to chip in this information because I got that. I want to keep it as an evidence of what? Of high return. So the market, the land currently is still on sale. It's on market now. So people around there is valuing at 10 million naira per plot. That is what something he got for 500,000 all together. He's selling just he's selling one piece of land for 10 million naira. That is massive. Okay, go ahead with your point, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chima, for that addition as well. So the second point is land is a source of passive income. Yes, there are 2 sources of income that everyone in life at a particular point in time normally has. And what are these 2 sources of income? We have earned income and passive income. So I want to explain these 2 terminologies so that you'll be able to understand and appreciate better when I say land is a source of passive income. If you are working as an employee 8 to 5, at the end of the month, the salary that the employer pays you is your earned income. That is, you put in effort, your time, your energy to acquire that income. The same thing, a self-employed individual who is also in a business center doing his or her own business all alone from morning till night is working for an earned income. So majority of we Nigerians and people at large are under this category of earned income individuals. But the fact or statistics have proved that for you to be financially free or for you to have financial freedom, you cannot be successful with earned income alone. So you need a passive income. And what is the meaning of passive income? Passive income is a situation whereby your money works for you. Instead of you being directly involved in making that money, expending your energy, your time, and all your resources by yourself, you use money, resources to set up a system that works for you. And the income that comes from there, whether you are in the abroad or anywhere, you are in the beer parlor or you are in the beach enjoying yourself, your millions and billions of naira are trooping into your bank account. And that is one opportunity that owning a land can afford you. So when you own a piece of real estate, it is an investment. Then it is an investment in the form of you having a land banking. That is to say that you now leave that land in form of you saving your money in the bank. The money you use in buying the land is assumed to be banked. And the appreciative value of the land is now giving you the opportunity to earn higher at a future period whenever you want to sell the land. And by so doing, whenever you want to sell the land, you will discover that the money that accrue on top of the amount you use in buying that land is a passive income to you because you did not work, did not use your strength, your 8 to 7 hours to work for that money. Another way that you can also earn passive income through real estate is also in the form of rental income. Many of us who have the financial muscle can buy a piece of land today, erect 1 or 2 bedroom flat and then let it out either for residential or commercial purpose. And at the end of every year, as we are approaching December now, most shop owners who rent shops for their businesses, or most of us who are tenants in other people's houses, we have already started saving up in order for us to pay our landlords by January or February next year. So the landlord will be smiling to the bank by that January or February, by the time we, the tenants, are going to be paying for those houses that we have rented for them, either for commercial or residential purpose. So in that way, the owner or the landlord is not going to work 7 to 8 before he gains that money that we are going to pay him as rent, but rather the investment that he has made years back is now yielding results, is now paying him back. So you pay maybe 2 million, 3.5 into his account. He will put it now, use it to do another thing, and add it to his own personal hustle that he's also having from another place. But if you now say, okay, I have this money now, you use it to buy rituals, use it to buy clothes, or use it to throw party, and you did not channel it into land acquisition, years will go by, you will not be able to have opportunity to have a source of passive income. So owning a land or acquiring a piece of real estate gives you an opportunity to have a passive income in the form of rental income, or in form of you having a land appreciation when you bank or you do land banking. So in that way, you will be able to see that while you are sleeping, snoring, your money is smiling to your bank. So why not consider it as one of the reasons why you should own a piece of land? Because when you own it, it gives you opportunity to have extra source of income apart from your regular routine job that you do on a daily basis. It saves money for you. It gives you an opportunity to earn more, and that increases your level of net worth as time goes by. So far so good. We have been able to highlight 2 fundamental reasons why you need to own a piece of land. Number 1, we say that owning a piece of land or a piece of real estate gives you an opportunity to have a high return on your investment. That when you invest in real estate or in landed property, there is that 100% assurance that you will have high return on your investment. Then the second point that we also have discussed is that it gives you an opportunity to have a source of passive income. That is to say that your money is working for you, not you actively working for the money that you earn, but rather your money that you have invested in landed property, that land is now yielding income for you in terms of rental income, or maybe capital appreciation in the form of the value of the land, which you will sell at a higher figure and then get more money. So those are the 2 points that we have discussed so far. Then the third reason why you need to own a piece of land is that it gives you an opportunity to diversify. Yes, there is a terminology in accounting that says that you do not have to put all your eggs in one basket. What do I mean by that? The way Nigerian economy is today, you will all agree with me that you cannot survive and live affluently or comfortably with one stream of income. So as a result of that, you need various investment options, and owning a piece of land gives you an opportunity to diversify your income. That means that you are earning money from the land you have bought, you are earning money from your business that you are doing, and if you are also a civil servant or maybe a paid employee in a private sector, you are also earning your salary. So imagine now you earning a return from the investment on the land, you earning investment and return on the other side business that you are doing, and then you also earning your monthly salary. When you gather all those income together, you will be able to pay for your house rent, you will be able to pay for your school fees, children's school fees, you will be able to travel abroad conveniently. Life will be very easy for you. You don't have to struggle. But let's take for instance now, how much do you think you can earn as a salary earner? Yes, as a salary earner, I don't think there is anybody that will be earning more than 10 million naira per month in Nigeria currently. That is, I'm not talking about other allowances or other benefits, but basic salary. I don't think there is anybody that can earn up to 10 million naira per month. But do you know that when you go into investment in real estate, one deal, one of the plazas here in Abuja per annum, they rent them 25 million, 30 million. And imagine just a portion of a plaza is going for 20 to 25 million naira per annum. So, and you have like maybe about 20 or 35 or such together in one place. At the end of the year, you are thinking of having nothing less than 200 to 300 or 400 million naira. And when you divide it past 12 months, you are having on the average nothing less than 20 million naira. Can you see how investment in landed property can give you or fetch you a fortune or an opportunity to be able to live a comfortable life by having an investment in landed property? So most of the people that own most of these plazas or big malls, when they acquire those lands, if they tell you the amount they acquired them, it was such a ridiculous sum of amount, just so meager compared to the current naira value of what people are paying them. I could remember there is one man in my village that said that he built his own flat with as low as 100 naira. That is far back then. Even though the time value of money is there too, that the value of the money then was also high. But that man, by investing in that money, in building that house at that moment, he was able to create an investment for his children, generations to come, who are also enjoying it now. Imagine that man did not decide to invest that money, 100 naira, in building that flat back then. It might have, maybe something might have come, maybe one issue or the other might have come and take that money from him back then. And he may not even remember how he spent that money back then. But today, the investment decision he made back then has given him an opportunity to be able to leave an inheritance for his children and great-grandchildren. So long as this world remains and that house is not demolished, you will discover that he will keep on earning more income from it. So rather than concentrating your money in the bank account, rather than putting your money in one source of income, why not diversifying it into investment into landed property? By so doing, you will never go wrong. You will see that year in, year out, you will be gaining returns. You will be gaining high level of returns on those investment decisions that you have made by investing in landed property. The number 4 point that I made mention was that landed property, sorry, just a minute. Hello?
Okay, Mr. Monday comes back. I still want to say one or two things concerning diversification, which is the number 3rd reason. You know, I can tell you that diversification is very big. And that's one of it. It is a very big stuff when it comes to wealth creation. And real estate offers you many ways to diversify. You know, your personal business. You know, when you are not there or something like that, you can't open more than let's say, a whole lot of shops. Let's say you're a businessman. You can't do that. If you are doing that, you are endangering your business in terms of the people, the salespersons which are there. They can loot your money. You understand? But in real estate, it offers you many. You can go for land banking. You can go for building, opening or getting residential buildings, commercial malls, like Mr. Monday said. In fact, real estate gives you a very, very vast way, very vast opportunity in terms of diversification, and they are all safe and hence free. With peace of mind. When you build a residential apartment, all you need is just taking your rent. You see, with peace of mind. But in some businesses, when you are not there or when you open it up for someone, you need to be monitoring, to be doing this, doing that, stuff like that. That might not even give you peace of mind. But real estate gives you many ways to invest with peace of mind and with high returns. Is that not great? Why wouldn't you invest? Why wouldn't you invest? Okay, Mr. Monday, are you back?
Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Pima, for your contribution. That is quite wonderful. So,
all right, go ahead.
The fourth reason why you need to own a piece of land is that landed property is a source of agriculture. You will agree with me that today, here in Nigeria, one of the most sought after commodity now is food. Before we can do anything, in fact, before I could even come on this live session, I had to eat before I came. So each and every one of us need landed property. And such landed property could be used for agricultural purposes. Like some of us that go to western part of this country, like Ogun State, Ibadan, and other parts of the Lagos axis, you will discover that they have a very wide land mass for what? For agricultural purpose. And at the end of the year, you will discover that they harvest a lot of food crops, and it is a very high source of income generation. So when you own a piece of land, if you are not developing it immediately, you can cultivate it. Plant yam, plant cassava, or plant plantain, or plant maybe vegetables. So many people have such farms, kind of farms, or you can even use it for poultry purpose. All these are agricultural that can be made through the means of landed property. These things that I made mention of are not planted on the air. You cannot get them cultivated on the sea, but rather you need a piece of land for you to be able to cultivate and generate food for yourself, and also you can also sell on a commercial purpose to some other people. A lot of people are making millions and billions of naira from agricultural sector today, and all these things became possible as a result of them planting those crops on a piece of land. So if you are in a particular place and you do not buy or acquire a piece of land, where will you go and plant those crops and be generating your income at an interval of maybe 6 months or 1 year, or as the period depends? So you could see that owning a piece of land is something very invaluable, because when you acquire it, it gives you the guarantee to be able to do what? Cultivate your agricultural produce. And when you have those products, you sell them, the excess, and you also have in abundance for yourself and your family for you to eat, and you look good. So you could see that owning a piece of land is very, very important, because when you have it, it is one way that you can use it to cultivate agricultural produce, which will help you to now have food sufficient enough for yourself and for your family. Finally, I want to discuss about the last point for today. Yes, there are so many reasons why you need to own a piece of land. But for the sake of our program today and for the sake of time, we are limiting those points to 5, as we will be discussing more extensively about these points in our subsequent live session and other programs that we'll be organizing subsequently. So the final point for today is that land could serve as a great retirement plan. Yes, you will all agree with me that whether you are working for government or you are working in private sector or you are doing personal business, you can never cheat nature. In civil service, at the age of 60 to 70, or maybe when you spend like 35 years, you are due for retirement. But what is your plan? You are gaining your money now. You are spending it. If you do not channel that money into investment into real estate or other investment opportunities, when you grow old, that you cannot work actively like the way we are working now, what will be the source of income for you? Some people will say, okay, I will bank on my children. Yes, many children, let's take for instance, let's be realistic. Many parents who have worked hard today to train their children up to university level, even after when those children graduated, they still became a liability and are still dependent on their parents because of lack of job opportunities. So when as much as you are training your children, preparing them for better future in order for them to take care of you in the future, you should not depend on them. You should also save part of what you are earning and invest it in real estate and other investment opportunity, because when those children do not get the job that at the time expected, we don't pray for that. We pray that children should get job after graduation from the universities or tertiary institutions. But if the opportunity is not there, as a father, it is still your responsibility to take care of yourself and your wife and your family. So when you have an investment opportunity like buying or investing in land, you can now see that the rent that will come from the houses you have built while in active service will not give you opportunity to be earning and be earning. You will just be sitting at your own corridor. In fact, let's even come this way. Imagine that you are working as a paid employee. You spent all your money. At the end of the day, when you grow old and you can no longer work actively, rentage will come. If your children are not supporting you, that means you will be paying rent at your old age. Apart from rentage, also the money that you need to buy recharge card, you will not have it. Rather, whenever you want to buy the car, you have to call your children. Chima, Monday, but send me 1,000 naira card before you can be able to recharge yourself, because you did not save up for that retirement age. So, and you also agree with me that most pensioners in our country are not getting their retirement benefits or pensions as at when due. I could remember some states, pensioners are complaining of not earning their pensions for over a year, a period of 1 year or more. So this is the situations that or the reality that we most times find ourselves. So as you are working now as an individual, as a civil servant, or as a paid employee in private sector, you need to invest. And one of the best investment opportunity is real estate. When you buy a piece of land today, you erect a shop, or you build a one self-contained or 2-bedroom flat. By the time you grow old and you are no longer working actively, that is during your retirement age, the rental income from those residential or commercial shop that you have built will form a part of monthly or yearly income that you can now fall back to. So you could see that owning a piece of land is so important, and the value of owning a piece of land cannot be overemphasized. So my dear viewers and listeners, I really want to encourage you to contemplate investment in real estate. And also, some of you may be thinking, when we talk about real estate, it's something that you must have to have millions and billions of naira before you can be able to go into it. No, that is a false impression. With as little as 300 to 500,000 naira, you can be able to start your real estate investment journey. What do I mean by that? Most of us who are in the villages, I could remember years back, like 4 or 5 years, there was a piece of land that one of my brothers bought there in the village. He bought it as low as 120,000 naira back then. But if you go to that same land now and you want to price it, my brother, I think somebody priced that land some years back, like was it not 2022? The value of that land was as high as 600,000 in the village. So let me just borrow you one of the techniques that you can use to secure land easily. Let's take, for instance, we have 365 days in a year. And you will agree with me that no matter how poor anybody is in Nigeria, if too long as you can be able to feed yourself and you are above 20 years, I believe you can be able to have up to what? 500 naira per day. Or let's bench it 1,000 naira per day. If you multiply 1,000 naira times 30 days, it gives you 30,000. When you multiply that 30,000 times 12 months, it gives you 360,000 naira. Imagine you have 360,000 naira. You must not be able to buy a good land here in Abuja or in the city of Aba or in Lagos or in other big cities within Abuja, within Nigeria. But you can take that land to one of the villages that is developing. Use that 360,000 naira to buy a piece of land in that area. Leave it there. In the next 2 to 3 or 4 years, go back to that same place and say you want to resell that land in that area. You will discover that 360,000 investment that you have made in a landed property in that village will now appreciate to as much as maybe 800 to 1 million naira on the minimum basis. That is for a period of 3 to 5 years. You cannot use that 1 million naira to now think of buying a land in Aba town or in some other places. Then when you buy in another place that is also appreciating in value, you resell it. That is what they call land banking. So some people have used that approach. They go to some outskirts of the town, they buy land there, develop it, and they use it for rent. As they are gaining the rental income from inside, they are gathering the money. They not gather the money out of something, or you, as the money is even coming, you can use that to bank in the bank and see that you are having a flow. They will be willing to borrow you money to buy a bigger land. And that way, small to big. Most of the real estate companies here in the cities, they also have flexible payment plan that if you even have up to that 360,000 naira, you can deposit it and then pay the rest over a period of time. And before you know it, the land becomes yours. And one good thing about landed property is that unlike television or motor or any other thing that you must pay finish before the owner will give you, by the time you have made deposit for land, the land becomes yours. Let's take, for instance, that you want to buy a land for 3 million naira, and the company that is selling that land to you say, make a 30% deposit. By the time you have made that 30% deposit of that land, you have already take ownership of that land until you are unable to make the remaining payment. And even if you are unable to make the remaining payment, you also have the opportunity of reselling it at a higher price. This real estate company will not stop you from selling it at a higher price and then pay them off their balance. So these are different opportunities or different ways that you can use in easily securing a piece of land. And when you do that, you will discover that you will be smiling home with your family, and your children that will grow up to see the investment decision that you have made in landed property will appreciate you and will be grateful to you. So why not take advantage of this lecture to go into real estate investment? We have reputable consultants in the person of Mr. Chima in the city of Abade, and myself here in Abuja. We can guide you through on the best form of real estate company or the type of land that you can acquire that you will not have any challenge, and at the end of the day you will be happy. Thank you so much for watching us.
Wow. This is powerful. This is powerful. Thank you so much, Mr. Monday. You know, you've made this so easy. In fact, this is a kind of a consultation tip you just gave out now, just like that. Thank you so much for that. You made it on a very low key that even a school YX graduate can just start banking land. I can tell you, you know, it is very easy for everybody to save up that amount and start from somewhere. It is very, very okay. Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, I want to drop something in what he just said, starting from the agricultural proposal. You know, there is this agricultural what's this called? Palm plantation. Yes, palm plantation. It is very, very lucrative. In fact, I've guided some people in starting off that. It will be a topic for another day because it's very vast. It is very vast. So that plantation with a startup capital of ₦1 million in some parts of here in Aba, in Abia State, you can use it to acquire some piece of land and start your palm plantation. And on the average, after some years, when you must have started harvesting, you'll be getting a ton of nothing less than ₦1 million annually. With ₦1 million investment, you'll still be getting 1.2 million, 1.3 million on the average. That is what he was talking about, that the land can be used for agricultural purposes, you know. So it is very, very, very lucrative to invest in land. Yes, it is very, very, just like what I said before, that somebody who got a piece of land for 500K somewhere, now a plot of land in that place is worth 10 million naira. So that is what land banking can do for you. He's using it to send one of his kids abroad. So had he been, he had not invested. Those kids that he will be looking up to, or he should be looking up to now, are not still stable. He's still funding them with his investment. Okay, thank you so much, viewers. Thank you, our speaker for today, Mr. Monday. Thank you so much. We'll be ending this live session now, and you can follow him up on Instagram or Facebook. Follow myself up YouTube, Facebook, Chima Ezekwem. Then we'll be coming out with another section, and follow us up so that you will know when we'll be going for that. Thank you so much, and God bless you.